We were just talking about the new budget, which is a 2-year deal, but it's going to include budget cuts. And a lot of those cuts will be to veterans and disabled veterans. And as the reporter we were just talking to, Blake Neff, had reported, it seems like the number is small, but some may disagree with that. Colonel Kimberly Olson is United States Air Force retired. She is the CEO and president of Grace After Fire, which directs and oversees all efforts and activities related to developing and implementing an innovative new peer-to-peer counseling program that assists women veterans returning to civilian life after service to their country. Colonel Olson, Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas to you, Tony. Thanks for giving Vets the voice.
What do you think about this budget deal?
Well, it always saddens me when they take their budget cuts out of the hides of those that have sacrificed for this nation in light of they get automatic pay increases on the Hill.
As we go back to the McLaren Health Plan phone line to talk with Colonel Olson. Colonel Olson, you were giving your comments about this new bill, which will cut veterans' benefits. The reporter we had on said that over the life of a veteran who's 42 years old, they could lose about $70,000 a year in that lifetime. Do you believe that?
Oh, absolutely. And of course, once you open this door, it will continue. And my comment I was before we dropped off was that, the Hill gives itself automatic pay raises without bringing that to the floor. They put that into law, and I think it's a bit unfair that those that make the law get the pay raise and those that protect them get cut.
Some supporters of this say everyone has to give up a little bit, has to give up a little of their fair share to try and get budget deals like this done. How would you respond to that?
Well, they're absolutely right. There is give and take in all of these budgeting deals, lots of moving parts in it, and I think having a government shutdown is very costly for our country, and they need to work together to get the budgets passed. But a lot of times, things are done not for the right reason, and I'm not sure this is where the cuts need to come at this juncture. There's other places we could take them out.
Colonel Olson, what type of impact will this budget have on military retirees?
Well, currently the current military retirees won't feel it on this particular bill because what it says is that there'll be a 1% reduction in cost of living for retirees over 62 for future retirees, meaning those that join and become retired within this time period. But again, once you start these cuts on something that we used to never cut, I have seen, it's my experience that cuts will continue and it'll begin to backroll to today's veterans and retirees.
What message does this send to people in the military or who are considering going into the military?
Well, you'd like to think, Tony, that folks who join the military join it because they're patriotic, they want to serve their country, they want to, better their lives, not so much for the benefits, 20 and 30 years from now. That's a part of our recruiting is that we do have phenomenal benefits, but I think the reason kids join is way different than the reasons that they stay. And so today's all volunteer force. Thank goodness we have a generation that'll join and serve this country. And again, only 1% of us serve in uniformed services, so we're very fortunate to have young men and women that will do that.
We've been talking with Colonel Kimberly Olson, who is the CEO and president of Grace After Fire. Colonel Olson, again, Merry Christmas to you. Thanks so much for your time.
Merry Christmas, Tony. And again, thanks for giving Vets a voice.